Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Crusader Kings 2. We're playing on the Game of Thrones mod as Daenerys Targaryen, House Targaryen. This is episode 2. So guys, if you still are enjoying this series and want to see more, the best thing you guys can do is leave a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comment section down below where you would like me to expand, what houses you want me to overrule. Maybe we can do a similar thing to Stannis, put a Targaryen on every single seat of Westeros. That's a potential option. Just really where to expand and what you would like this series to be. Replace this once we're done. But welcome back to the Daenerys Targaryen campaign. I have skipped a little bit ahead simply because to consolidate my kingdom. And yeah, we've had some children as well. So welcome back to some more Crusader Kings 2. In the description below there is the download link for this mod if you want to play along with me. So what a first episode we had. In the last episode we started off in Pentos. We pushed over with Aegon Blackfire. Aegon Targaryen, the Mummer's Fast. We pushed over and took King's Landing, sieged it with the Golden Company, Daenerys and her dragons, and her husband, Jorah Mormont. Yes, her husband. We took King's Landing. We knocked out all of Joffrey's kin, pretty much. Joffrey even had a daughter, which is insane. We threw back Stannis Baratheon as well, who's currently the Lord of Storm's End. I will recap all the 7 kingdoms. Daenerys has 3 children now as well. Where were we? Oh yes, we made a peace treaty with the North, which actually looks like it could be in tatters now. I think they joined back and supported Stannis, then they got thrown back. So, let's quickly go through Daenerys' children, and let's go through the other houses around Westeros. So Daenerys, Stormborn, Queen upon the Iron Throne, 24 years of age, is currently married to Sir Jorah Mormont, who's 53. They have 3 children. Well, Dany does. She has a son, Prince Rhaegar, who is the son of Daenerys, and yes, you guessed it, Pycelle, 85 years of age. The old bastard gave birth to a son, nearly killed him in the end. But, yeah, I basically just hoard Daenerys out. I need to get children as quickly as possible, because the thing is, right, if Daenerys got assassinated, that's it. She's all over Red Rover. GG. We need heirs, and we need children as much as possible. Now, I do have a plan to get more children. We also needed some more children, yep. So, Princess Rhaenys is the daughter of Daenerys, and her father is Jojen Reed, which is quite interesting. Crannogman blood up in the north there. Harlan Reed is his half, well, her half brother, and obviously this is Jojen and Amira Reed, because I have been sort of struggling with Sir Jorah. Sir Jorah and Daenerys do have a son, Aegon, who I want to put actually as the rightful heir. If Daenerys can have some more children, I might just knock off Rhaegar. Rhaenys is probably a little bit more useful. Maybe I can marry those two off, because Rhaegar, Pycelle's son, and Rhaenys are actually betrothed together. But we need Daenerys to have way more children. But unfortunately, because Jorah doesn't like me, because I legitimized my bastards, -50, unfaithful harlot, 75, I've got a negative 79 with Jorah, which isn't the best. And they do have a son, Aegon. I want him to sit the Iron Throne. But to be fair, you laugh at Pycelle, but he's actually got some really good traits. He's a mastermind scholar, so he's actually like, we only see like a old Pycelle on the show. He's actually got some really good stats here. Well, obviously he's an archmaester. He had to be smart, intelligent, and really shrewd to get to this position anyway. So maybe little Rhaegar here, even though he's a bastard, might actually be quite smart. Maybe he is the right man to lead Westeros. I don't think so. We'll let the bear and the dragon hopefully have more children, and we'll probably put Aegon on the throne. We might just knock off Rhaegar, if I'm being honest. So, I do have a plan to get more children. I'll get into that in a minute. So, let's go through the 7 kingdoms in Westeros. Stannis Baratheon bent the knee. He has a daughter, Shireen, and a son, Stefan. Down in Dawn, Doran Martell died of comatose in a bed. Fucking hell. What a way to go. Princess Arianna, who was married to Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. Down in the Reach, Mace Tyrell is currently married off to a high tower. Willis is still alive. Loras, Marjorie is a silent sister. Renly, okay. Tyrion is currently Lord Paramount of the Westerlands. He was in my dungeon for some time. We never actually had to have we never had his trial in the last episode. But, too much drinking, Tywin Lannister died of. That's hilarious. And for some reason he, like, teleported out of my dungeon to be Warden of the West. Moving into the Iron Islands now, Balon Greyjoy is the king. Theon and Asha are still there. Oh, Theon has a son, Balon, and Asha doesn't have any children. Theon. Princess Asha, the Kraken's daughter. That's cool. Okay, then we've got Robb and Arryn of the Vale. 16, and then up in the north, we have Robb Stark, the young wolf, 25 years of age. He'd have a stillborn daughter. Jon Snow, Sansa died of an illness. Arya, Brandon, and Rickon are still alive. So, I want to get more children, and the best, I've got an idea if this works out. We want to have some wars as well in today's episode, so we could have a couple potentially. The Arryns are actually attacking the Lordship of Iron Oaks, Waynwood, and there's actually a pretty big war going on. I've sort of stayed my hand. I've been absent a little bit. Robb Stark has actually declared war upon the Tullys. What are the Greyjoys doing? Balon, they're hostile towards us because they're raiding. Tyrion's hostile towards the Greyjoys. For Lannister, they're hostile. So nothing as big as the Starks and the Tullys at each other's throat. My council, I have Loghane is the Hand of the King because Jorah wasn't a very good steward, as some of you pointed out. He was only 1. I put him to 15 here. I put him back to Master at Arms. I just thought it was kind of, I was thinking more sentimental to make Jorah the Hand of the King. Master of Law is Renford. Sir Donald Waynwood is my Master of Coin. Varys is my Master of Whisperers. I was accidentally calling him Varys for some reason in the last episode. I've got the Targaryen lingo on the mind, you know. What else have we got here as well? Jorah is the designated regent. Laws, it currently goes Rhaegar, Aegon, Rhaenys, and Stannis. I have a fair few troops ready to go. We have 500 gold in the bank. What else can we do? Nothing really much else here. Faction-wise, claimant Aaron Baratheon. Okay, Edric was sent to the Night's Watch, yeah. Okay, claimant, Stannis, Tully want to put Stannis on. Nothing really is too high. Depose Queen Daenerys. Independence for Stannis. I was pretty merciful keeping Stannis Baratheon alive, allowing him to have the Stormlands. Anyway, what we're going to do now is probably going to have a war against the Tullys. The thing is, right, the Starks actually quite like me compared to the Tullys, because I've been sort of ignoring their... Yeah, failed to protect me, -60. I was sort of letting the Starks do their thing because I have good relations with them. But, Robb Stark, I'm going to command you to end this war, my friend. I'm going to have to do it, unfortunately. Your Grace, I'm afraid I cannot end this war. My cause is just, and as such, you have no right to command me to step down. We can brand him as a traitor. We can have him arrested for treason. I will name someone else the rightful ruler of the North. Maybe I'll allow... I'm going to have him arrested for treason, and he's been locked in the dungeon. Now, does that mean that war is over now? Yes. Truce with the Tullys and the Trident. Excellent. So that war has been completely avoided. Can I just do a quick save? Hang on, no, I was just thought like a quick save was a hotkey. Hang on, we'll do this then. Yeah, quick save, that's what we want. Okay, so now that's happened. We have Robb Stark in the jungle. Now, ideally, this was the plan. Because I was going to try and either imprison Robb, or we're going to go to war with him to get him imprisoned anyway. So now Robb is in the dungeon. Daenerys needs more children, you're right, you know? Okay. And, Daenerys has a thirst for northern cock, you could say. Once you go north, you can't go back. So what we're going to do is we're going to visit Robb's changes and basically make him a sex slave in the dungeon, getting some Targaryen and Stark children there. I went to Robb's chamber and he gave me a good old tumble. I'm queen here and I will lay with him. Okay, so we've We've forced Daenerys upon Robb, and that's how we're going to get more children. I'm quite happy to have them. I think I don't know, maybe I should keep Rhaegar, you know? That's kind of cool. Pycelle's just a bit of a cunt, you know? So maybe I should just get rid of him. We'll have some more children there as well. Let's sort of see if anything pops up from it. Your Grace, my scheming King's Landing. Interesting news. That's fine. Huzzah! I am surely with child. My husband will be pleased. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure whose child this is. I'm hoping it is Robb's. That'll be quite cool. Now, we had this before, Your Grace, so I'd like to politely remind you of the gold that the Iron Throne owes me. Because technically the Iron Throne is one entity. From their perspective, the Reach, they think I owe them money, 375. We could pay it, you know. The thing is, I didn't with Tyrion. I cancelled the loan, because I think it was like 700 gold or something insane. We can get minus 60 for Mace. Yeah, and we lose the prestige, but we're currently only got 150. Pay the money of 370. I don't know. We can probably get it pretty good terms. The loan shall be repaid in full. Let's do that then. It goes minus 10. That means they're probably more inclined to sort of fight with me if there's another war going to be popping up. Okay, my vassal, Lord Paramount, Lord Robert Arryn, has requested that Lady Hunter should be sworn to him. No, I'm going to deny that. The warden title stands empty. This is an ancient and duty must be fulfilled. We must select a warden of the west. I guess I can give Robb Stark warden of the north. Hooray, guys! Daenerys has had a son with Sir Jorah. I find that kind of hard to believe, but Maelor is his name. He's attractive. I feel like it's a bit of too much of a coincidence that we had that tumble with Robb Stark, so it could be Robb Stark's son. I do know for a fact that sometimes he can have a different father, but it says in game that it's like Jorah's son. Now, what should we do with Rhaegar? I'm going to break the betrothal, I believe. The thing is, right, the only reason I tumbled with Pycelle is to just have more children so the game won't end. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to name Maelor the real Rhaegar, and then, I don't know, should I kill Rhaegar, knock him off, because we've got 2 children of Jorah and myself, and then we've got Rhaenys, who is from Jojen Reed, who's another northerner. We can't tumble with Robb Stark again. I'd love to do that. But, yeah, I don't want Rhaegar to... I don't know, he's got some good traits, so I don't want him to rule the Iron Throne. To be fair, young Pycelle would have had to be intelligent, he would have to be smart to be the Grand Maester, so Rhaegar is my son at the end of the day, so maybe I should keep him. He's got not too bad martial stewardship and learning. His stewardship is the highest. I don't know, should we? Pycelle's got some good traits as well, or maybe I should let Aegon rule the Iron Throne. I'm just sort of umming and ahhing at the moment, I'm not too sure. I've had to have a little think. I was very undecisive, umming and ahhing whether or not what to do with Rhaegar. We've got a couple of options, of course. The thing is, right, I kind of feel like I've already made my decision with Rhaegar here. I've already renamed him that. Like, the thing is, right, the only reason I lay with Pycelle was to not lose the game, just trying to get as many children as possible. I have 2 children, I have 2 sons with Jorah Mormont. Aegon and Rhaegar. We've also got another daughter with Jojen Reed. I prefer Jojen Reed over, like, Pycelle. So what I'm going to do is, what are the options here? I want to firstly break the betrothal if I can. So let's do that. Okay, let's do that then. Is that going to go through? Or has it? Oh, it's gone through. Right. So what are the options here with Rhaegar? We can imprison him. 75% chance success. I can plot to kidnap, which is 18. The thing is, right, young Pycelle is actually quite good. Master Scholar, Architect, maybe like financially. What has he got here? 6 Diplomacy, 4 Martial, 7 Stewardship, 10 Intrigue. I don't know, he is my son at the end of the day. But I don't want him to rule the 7 Kingdoms. I want Aegon to. The Bear and the Dragon. Not the Maester and the Dragon, you know. I'm going to imprison him. He's in the dungeon now. Rhaegar is locked safely away in my dungeon awaiting his fate. Now, he's only 7, so he's probably not going to be called for trial. No, he's not. He's really young. So, we've got a couple options. Oh, we can exile prisoner. Exiled characters might escape with their lives, but they're forced to abdicate their titles and their wealth confiscated. That could be cool. That'd be awesome. Exile him to Essos, and maybe, like, imagine, like, in, like, 10 years or so, when he comes of age, he comes over with the Golden Company and tries to reclaim his throne. Now me saying that, I don't want that to happen. I've already got the thing is, we're kind of going for, like, a Mad Queen playthrough, I guess. Like, do we have, like, kinslaying? 15, yeah. I think I'm just gonna knock him off, you know? Be safe about it. Just chop his head off. That's done with it. Pycelle's son's dead. Pycelle's not going to give a shit because he's dead in the ground rotting. So let's get rid of Rhaegar then. Let's execute him. Execute prisoner. Do it. Rhaegar dies. We can feed him to the dragon. Piety, cruel. Oh god. Maybe if he like... that'd be fucking crazy if he like turned into a dragon. So... Rhaegar was executed now. And now that's made Aegon the next in line to the throne. Can I visit Robb's chambers again? No, not yet. I need to now educate Rhaenys as well. So let's sort by trust. Who should be maybe I should just educate her, you know. Rhaenys should be betrothed to Aegon now then. Now, what's like Aegon's opinion for murdering his half-brother? Demands vengeance. -100, really? Liege Kingslayer. Are the sons really pissed off about me murdering their half-brother? Demands vengeance. Uh-oh. Okay, guys, the wall is actually under assault, and I'm kind of tempted after the recent kinslaying to maybe go north and cleanse my soul a bit, do some good for the realm. The Night's Watch is hard-pressed to defend it. They have called on all the lords of the realm to take up arms and aid them in defending the realm. The dangers from beyond the wall. So we can ready the men. We can ride north. I'm sure they can handle a few grumpkins and snarks. Stannis is fighting one of his bannermen. Pretty sure the Arryns are as well. You know what? I think let's ride north with our dragons and put the wildlings back once and for all. Let's defend the north, shall we? Oh, what the fuck? Child born of incest. Yeah, I know. It's that bullshit thing again. Okay, so let's raise the banners then. Wow, we have... what the fuck? We have so many units. Let's rally everyone up at King's Landing then, where we can. Were there many up in the north? Because we get to control these, don't we? Wow, we got 10,000. Well, we'll send that to the north from Winterfell just now. Who are our best commanders? Gilbert. We can send Stannis. We can also send Dany and Connington. Can I visit their chambers at all? I'm already just keen for it. No, I can't. And I can't with Gilbert either. Let's go with Robb again. Robb's still in the dungeon. No. Let's sort by characters. Go with male. Sort by likeness. Jojen, we could have another tumble with Jojen. I don't know, you know. A Stark is always good, that's the thing. I could have a tumble with one of my sons in the future, that could be a good idea. But, yeah, no, I think we'll sort of just keep it at Jojen's one daughter. We'll keep it at, Jorah Mormont. And then Jojen Reed, and then I want to try and get some more sons with Robb, because I don't know if that's even Robb's son. It could be Jorah's. Okay. How's the north going? They're moving up. Everyone's rallying up at King's Landing. One of your jailers has brought word from the cell. Oh, Robb has escaped. Impotent fools. I can't visit his chamber anymore. God damn it. Right, we're going to have to rally up at King's Landing, though. How's the north going? That's fine. We should be able to defeat the wildlings. I don't know if we're even going to need all these guys. Actually, I should have everyone rallying up at, like, Winterfell, you know? It's probably actually quicker rallying up at Winterfell than getting everyone to rally up at King's Landing. Because there's no way the wildlings are ever going to get to King's Landing with... to Winterfell. Right, my liege. Tyrion wants to marry Tiala Birch. Bjorch. I don't know. We're not going to do that, though. Right. Ilya Martell wants to marry her as well. No. I don't want Daenerys, like, commanding these forces, either, because apparently she is. Right. There's 10,000 troops under Gilbert. I want Stannis to be fighting in the north, though. He has a tendency to do it. Oh, God, here we go. What's this? Your Grace, for some time now, I've employed by... Oh, okay, so this is Sir Lothar Tyrell. But now I seek better... I humbly request to join you. Okay, right. So this is Theodore Tyrell. Luther. I think this is the other cadet branch of House Tyrell. Like on the other side. Yeah. Because I do know there's that cadet branch, isn't there? Huh. And who's coming to talk to me? Sir Luther. Sir Luther, yeah. Maybe we could give him a bit of a tumble. Let the Tyrells have some... I don't know. Stuff. Maybe. 23, what is he? Ruthless. Knight. I humbly accept. Lose 50 gold, gain. Lothar joins Daenerys. Varys doesn't like him. 23, we could have a Tyrell. Have some Tyrell children, that'd be quite cool. I don't want to breed too much out. I don't want to make too many bastards with Daenerys. But if Jorah's not doing it and we don't have Robb Stark in the dungeon, maybe Lothar Tyrell. Let's do that then, I accept. So now Lothar is here then. He wasn't given a position. Oh, he was actually become the Master of Whisperers. Oh, I didn't read that. I don't particularly want that then. Maybe, hang on. We can't even visit his chamber now anyway. Oh, well. Yeah, well, at least he's in my court now. Yeah, put Varys there. Let him scheme. Where's the Tyrell kid? Maybe he's buggered off. We still can't visit Robb Stark's chambers. Anyway, we're fighting Grumpkins and Snarks in the north, you know. So we've got 10,000 Northerners. Let him rot. Let's have our first real fight then, I guess. Stannis has usurped the title of Massey here, right? That's fine, I don't really give a shit about that. Let's kill these wildlings, though. Alright, the Night's Watch are attacking them. We're hitting the 2,000. Let's push this way. Let's swing this way then against them. Sir Jorah has been an able servant. Yep, I'll give him a reward. I want to try and keep him happy as possible because I need another child with him. It is coming down slowly. The hatred. Right, let's besiege White Tree. We've got 2,000 there. We can push back to White Tree as well. Currently 64% against Mance Raider, the king beyond the wall. Okay, so we need a new Warden of the North. That's fine. Let him rot. I only imprisoned Robb because I want him to stop that war. No plots against me, because sometimes they can get quite big and then we have to deal with it. No, that's fine. My queen, faithful subjects to the Golden Grove. I don't want to have any part in the scheme. We'll try and take their capital, essentially. The White Walkers haven't showed up, which is interesting. I don't want to go too far north, because we're going to get a crazy amount of attrition. So what's happened here? Right, so Mance Raider died of a natural death. It's gone to his son, Chief Garrick of White Tree. And now it's like flipped out here. We're about to take White Tree anyway soon. Oh, here come the northern forces. I might not even need to send everyone up. That 10k of those Starks really helped out. Oh, we've won. No, you shall stay in my custody. Okay, here we go. The King Mance's invasion of the Night's Watch has ended. Lord Commander Chairman of the Night's Watch has won. We are fighting some wildlings here, though. Okay, it's over. The war was won. We threw back the wildlings. Okay, that was not as exciting as I sort of thought. Let's just drop down the units now. We don't need that. We don't need Daenerys in the field. So who is the commander of the Night's Watch now? Lord Commander Jarman Buckwell. Is Robb Stark still? Sorry, is Jon Snow still alive? He is too. Commander of the Night's Watch. Okay, so we can now visit Sir Luther Tyrell's chambers. We'll do that. No, he spurred my advances. He was not particularly happy with me when I swapped out him for Varys. I can't visit Mormont's chambers, can I? No, we're married, so it sort of just has to happen. He's 56. Come on, Jorah. Get a wiggle on with it. Okay, something's happened to Rhaenys here, my daughter. Patience is a virtue, but sometimes it gets on my nerves. My daughter Rhaenys never loses her temper, always waiting patiently for the chance to retaliate. Okay, patient, patient, and wrathful. I'll bring out the fire in her. I don't know. Good. I cannot decide her. Yeah, let's keep her patient then. Oh god, here we fucking go. Okay, it is time for you to recognise the full independence of the North and other states of independent factions be reasonable. Let us... Okay, right, so Robb Stark here is declaring his independence. He's king in the North. He did have it at one point, we did give it to him, and then he ended up, for some reason, siding with Stannis and losing that. Okay, so I guess I have no choice. So all characters become independent. So, okay, all characters, Lord Brendan, become independent. Right, so... Stannis. The Fowler. Brendan of the Frey Crossing, and then we got Robb Stark. I'll not be blackmailed with this shit. Lord... Okay, right. So now Robb Stark has declared war on me. Stannis is going to fight beside me. Let's call our allies. We have a fight in the north. We're going north, boy. Let's rally up my forces. And it looks like we're going to imprison Robb Stark. And then I'll visit his chambers and make him a sex slave once again. Right, let's move down to King's Landing and rally up. Let's do a quick save after that. Alright, Tyrion doesn't look like he's going to come. Looks like a lot of people are coming, though. Frey crossing down here hasn't, your grace. So it looks like the Tyrells and some from the Westerlands are on side. We need to rally up at King's Landing. Firstly, Mace Tyrell has failed, and so has Ariana Martell. Nope, I do not want Daenerys to be fighting. Gilbert can be there. Connington and I guess Belwas can be on the left. Large band of rebels. Okay. How big are we coming up against the Starks with? Probably 10,000. Not incredibly large, but still a pain in the ass. So Stannis is fighting with us. That's interesting. Minus 45. He's got a crown on. Why is that? Storm King Stannis. Wait, what? I don't get that. Princess Ariana, that's fine. Mace Tyrell. Tyrion Lord Paramount. Frail, and then we got Balon King. I don't mind letting Balon be King of the Iron Islands, because I know how much of a fucking pain in the ass it is to take the Iron Islands. And Robb has declared himself king. Now, why is Stannis on our side, but he's king? I don't know. Anyway, we're rallying up at King's Landing now. 6 we're losing per turn. We're going to have to get a loan from the Iron Bank. And we can get 100 gold. So let's do that then. How much do we have rallying up at King's Landing? Nearly over 20,000. Oh no, what was that? Oh, has Mormont gone to fight with Bear Island, has he? I don't know what the fuck he's done. My husband looks like he's bazzed off. Oh, anyway, we're merging up here now. 23k. Right, that's fine. Let's let Gilbert lead the charge then. Let's let John Cunnington, and let's let Belvoss. I don't want to lead it, because just in case I die or something. Alright. Yeah, so Stannis is helping us out. Your Grace has come to my attention. Absurd. No, I don't want to do that. I can find someone probably else much better. Yeah, I don't know why Jorah went north to Bear Island. We need a designated regent, you know. Maybe there's one of my sons I can give it to. No, I can't. Who do I trust the most? I could give it to the Jojen, you know. I guess we just won't have a designated regent for the time being. Right, let's knock out those 2,000 troops there. Absurd. Right. Alright, let's rally up now. Merge up. Let's move north against the Starks. We're slowly but surely making our way north now. Aegon, he'll be good for... No, he needs to be educated at court. I don't mind paying for that. We need to have good children now. Right, okay, so Robb's at 58, or was it 55 before? Stannis has got 3,000 troops there, 1,400. It's going to be the fight for Winterfell, that's what it is. So we've got 24,000 troops, along with 20,000 Stormlanders coming up as well. I don't know what I'm going to do with the North. I'm going to have to make the decision. Oh, nearly going to be a fight in the neck, it looks like. Robb's still going. We need to take Winterfell. Ariana Martell and Tyrion are coming up to fight as well. And same with Jorah. And now the Tullys. Shit, we're in a budget deficit now. Take a loan from a vassal. Fuck, I can't. Shit. Giving my child that education has really buggered us up here. I think it halves our morale, but we outnumber them so ridiculously, it's probably going to be alright. Every time my daughter reads Magician, she looks like she might faint, so she's shy. So there's probably not much we can do about that. See if we can get her to lose that shy trait. Fuck, we're losing some troops. High Point, come on, we need to fight them. They're really just dummying us across the north, aren't they? Here we go. The fight has happened now. We lost like 4,000 troops. So we're fighting near Ironrath in the Lonely Hills. And it looks like it's going to be a Daenerys Targaryen victory. 79%. Excellent. We need to run down the stragglers. Big time. You notice Prince Aegon is acting very selfishly while playing with other children. Who cares? I have better things to do. Selfish. I'll try to explain what's wrong with being selfish. That's fine. Come on. Let's do another quick save. Prince Aegon's very rude in court. We can scold him. Man, we're losing some troops here. Fucking hell we are. Is there much more here? 12,000 there. I want Stannis to deal with that. Let's knock out these 9,000 here. The attrition in the north is really what's killing us. No, you will stay in my custody. Man, we're losing so many troops here. Queen Nora, okay. Woods, House Wood. Interesting. Okay, let's move back to Winterfell now. We're also in a budget deficit, so a lot of these guys are just like running away. We can't take a loan from a vassal either. We're minus 32. Bugger. 10,000. 91% to capitulation. We've nearly... Oh, Christ. Oh, Christ. How many have we lost? We've killed more than them, but we're losing it because of our attrition and our economy. We just need to rally up. Ah! We've just lost that huge fight there. The small spiders makes my daughter Rhaenys squeal and run. Craven, content, brave. She gained the brave trait in the end. So, we lost that fight there in the end. Oh, it's because we're running around in the north trying to run them down. Daenerys, I name you a pretender. Aaron Baratheon is the true ruler of the Iron Throne. I'm not going to be blackmailed. We're in a state of war again. With who exactly? Oh, fucking down in the south. Brilliant. That's exactly what we need. And now we're in a deficit. We've got troops to help out. They should be able to stop the siege of King's Landing. Because I don't have any troops now, basically. 90%. It's going down now because the Starks are having a pretty decent victory. Man, the Starks did a big number of us on us. We've only got like, what, about 2,000 of my own troops here. Most of this is made up of Dornishmen, as you can see. I'm not entirely sure if they did do a number on us, or it's more the fact that, because I couldn't pay for my units, they just went home. Yes, 9,000 from Demise, 4,000 there. Yeah, I reckon it's just because I simply can't pay for them. Shit, we're being sieged here in King's Landing. I need guys down here. We need to wrap this war up. Aegon is finding trouble to make friends. Slothful, wrathful, ploughed, honest. Okay, give him some help. Alright, let him rot. How's it going in the north? Oh, they fucked off. Are you kidding me? Where did they go? There was heaps of Martells. It is my duty, that's fine. The thing is, we need to take Winterfell. The quicker we can do that, then we can stop Robb Stark, and then we can push down south. Are we getting sieged at King's Landing? No. We can't get any more guys as well. We're actually making money now. Oh, what? The bloody flux. What the hell? This character is wrecked with the bloody flux, which is known as the Pale Mare. It's Simpson's fever. Oh, shit. Fever, hemorrhaging, and diarrhea. Awful. It's because she's sick. I don't care. We need to take Winterfell now. 10,000 Lannisters. There's even some more Lannisters here as well. Thank God. I think she's recovered, Daenerys. That was close. She could have been a lot worse. There's those 6,000 Dornishmen. Viserion has contracted the bloody flux. Drogon and Viserion. Have they changed pictures? I guess they've gotten older. I'm assuming. Your Grace. Absurd. Let him rot. Oh, we've taken Winterfell. And they're... Oh, maybe they were there the whole time. Anyway, we can stop this war in the north. We can enforce the demands. The Northern League of Independence war has ended. Queen Daenerys has won. Fucking finally. Jesus. Right. There was 8,000 somewhere. Oh, there with the Martells. We need this army down here because we're gonna have to deal with this independence thing when they were sieging King's Landing before. Okay, guys, we have a couple of options here. We can allow Robb Stark to bend the knee. We can send him to the dungeon. He can forfeit the north. The thing is, Robb Stark's been a bit of a pesky bugger. We did allow him to have the north, but then he didn't want us to sit the Iron Throne. So we let him have his kingship. Then he joined Stannis and fought with him. Then, of course, he declared war upon the Tullys and lost. We imprisoned him. And now that's just happened where he declared his independence again. So I don't particularly want him to bend the knee. And I'm probably just going to send him to the dungeon, if I'm being honest. We'll let everyone else bend the knee. That's quite fine. We'll try and visit him again in the... we can't visit his chambers just yet. Oh, he's died. He died in the dungeon anyway. Oh, that sucks. Robb Stark died in the dungeon. Well, that saved me dealing with him. Rickon is now the heir. Bran's a maester at the Citadel, isn't he? Yeah. So it's gone to Rickon. Anyway, we need these units down here to deal with this. Okay, guys, we've finally made our way back down to the Crown Lands to deal with the Duskendale War for Aaron Baratheon. Now, who is Aaron Baratheon again? Oh, okay. It's Edric Storm's son. Who's the mother? Shireen Baratheon. You'd think Stannis might be up on it. Oh, wow. Stannis died of the plague. Storm King Stefan of the Stormlands. I don't know how I think I've accidentally given him the Stormlands. We might have to revoke that. Mace is still in the Reach. I'm pretty sure Tyrion's still of Castle Rock. Who the hell's this? Ellery. Harold Arryn's son. Where's Robert Arryn? I think Robert Arryn died. Died of the plague. Have we got a plague going through Westeros? I do know that Daenerys had something. I think Aegon's actually sick, a matter of fact. Yeah, he's got the bloody flux. Yeah, we've got a plague going through. I'm not entirely sure how to deal with plagues in this. But regardless, we'll try and knock out these units. Oh, shit. While hearing... she cut herself on the Iron Throne. Daenerys is wounded. We'll be right there. Okay, let's go deal with this 18k units up top here. Looks like the Tullys might pip us to the post. Might beat us beforehand. Looks like they are. The Tullys are going to get the glory there. Who's commanding it? Tytos. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get there. Looks like the Tullys are really going to make their mark. We can finish off these guys here, though, if we can. The 3,000. Man, they threatened King's Landing as well. You got to watch out for those bastards. Duskendale, I don't think it's been taken just yet. So we'll head down there to deal with that. And then we'll probably end the episode there. Man, what an episode we have had. We went north to deal with the Starks. And now we're finishing this off. Oh, it's done anyway. Cool, let's enforce demands. Let him bend the knee. My High Septon. No. I shall remove him from High Septon and send him to the dungeon. Let her bend the knee. Send him to the dungeon. Definitely send him to the dungeon. And we'll drop this army down then to help out with taxes. Okay. We need a new High Scepter. Alright, cool. The wars between the great powers of Westeros have subsided for now. The war has ended. We need to reappoint the old council. Let's chuck Mace back in on it. But everyone except for the Greyjoys, I have no ambition of taking the Greyjoys because you lose like 10,000 troops trying to take it out. It's a pain in the ass. But for role-playing aspects, if you guys want to see that, I guess we could do it. The Stormlands, yeah, Storm King Stefan. His heir is Lomas. We probably should try and knock those guys out. We might go to war with the Stormlands in the next episode, finish off the Storm Kings. But unfortunately, guys, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Daenerys Stormborn, 32 years of age, has 3 children. Rhaenys, who is 12, who's married to Aegon, who is 10. And then we have Rhaegar, of course. Let me know if I should just start sleeping with more people, because I think what's happened here is Jorah is actually the Lord of Bear Island. Technically, when he was married to me, he didn't have a lordship, and I guess maybe like Maggie Mormont died and left like no heirs or something. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but I guess we get the lordship of Bear Island eventually. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed this series and still want to see more, the best thing you guys can do is leave a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comment section down below where you would like me to expand. Should I go against the Greyjoys? Should I hit the Stormlands? Who and yeah, who and what should I sleep with, I guess. That's pretty much it. Social media links. If you guys want to stay connected with me after this video, the best thing you guys can do is check out my social media links. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Much more reliable than the YouTube sub box. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. These days, to get all the notifications for the channel, you have to obviously subscribe and click the notification. Click the bell to be a part of the notification squad. G2A. If you guys want to get yourself some cheap and reliable games, perhaps Crusader Kings 2, perhaps a Paradox Total War strategy game you haven't picked up just yet, check out my G2A affiliation link in the description below. Patreon and Steam group there as well. Come and join the community on Steam. But that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this Daenerys Targaryen campaign as much as I am. I'm having an absolute blast. Stay tuned for more videos. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye. Really close cinematic shots here, pushing through the breach. Oh, look at... That was probably the shot of the video there.